go. It's hard.
Letting go is hard. Good morning. Live video simulcast and booty shot. Didn't really want that. Good morning. Oh, I don't have my microphone on. Yes, please. It's blue, but does it look reddish blue, purple?
Yeah, you just go lower. Better, I think.
Does it look blue or red?
I think it's fine. It's blue.
Hopefully it can last an hour. Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Cora. Ready for some yoga? Not projecting the voice.
What?
But I think you can hear it.
What?
Morning, Megan.
Ooh, Megan too?
All right. She can hear me.
All stars.
All stars. Good morning, welcome. Thanks for showing up. We're going to start in child's pose this morning for Sunday service. So, hips to heels. Knees can be together, knees can be apart, arms may reach forward. You can move your hands back by your feet. Morning, knobs. Now, once you find your child's pose, just take a few rounds of breath to settle. Let yourself be very heavy. Let go of anything you're holding on to. So get empty. Open your mouth, exhale all the breath out. And then whatever swirling, whatever spinning thoughts you have, try to let those go as you exhale too. And then as you draw the breath in, think about bringing in some peace, some stillness, some serenity maybe, just to help you settle, to land. The breath is good at kind of helping us ease in to that yoga zone. Now start your Ujjayi breath in and out by the nose, constricting the throat. And as you feel that heat in the back of the throat with your conscious breath, you can let your attention settle there in the throat, or you can bring your attention to the heart. So as you're breathing in, feel like you're breathing directly into the heart, bringing some light, space, some clarity, just moving anything that's congested or stuck or heavy around your chest, the middle of the back. Use the breath to get into that place. Anahata. So your inhales bring breath into the heart center, bring lightness, bring space. And then your exhales allow you to be heavy, to be empty, to be still. Now that you're more attached to the breath, start to become a little more aware of sensation that accompanies the breath, where you feel the breath moving your body, where you feel the breath relaxing the body, letting tension go. Acknowledge those places. And now set your intention, the reason why you decided to show up on your mat today, at this time specifically. Maybe repeat that intention a couple times, strengthening it with your resolve. Then after you've got your intention, start to reach the arms a little further forward, pressing the pads of the fingers down so the elbows lift off of the mat, feeling a stretch now through the shoulders, the upper back. Let the low back be heavy, especially as you exhale. We're going to move with the breath. So linking movement with breath is the definition of our vinyasa practice. We're going to go slow with that today. So longer breath, a little more purpose. As you inhale, press up onto fours and take cow pose. Arch the back, lift the chin, and lift the hips. And then as you exhale, round the back, and then hip creases back, go all the way back to child's pose. Keep exhaling, empty, empty, empty. Good. And now inhale, stand up on your shins. At the top of your inhale, lift your gaze, watch the arms as they rise. And then as you exhale, all the way down to fold. Ribs hit the thighs first, forehead, and then fingers. Good. And now as you inhale, come forward into cow pose. As you exhale, round. You're rounding and then kind of moving back at the same time, so the inner thighs are driving down. Inhale, come on up onto the shins, arms reach, lift the gaze. Exhale, hip creases back toward the heels, lower down, ribs, forehead, fingers. A few more times with that flow. Inhale, forward, arch. Exhale, round it out and press it back. Yeah, kind of simultaneous round and press back. Good. Use your inhale to lift up, reach, lengthening the breath so the motion lasts longer. And then as you exhale, hips to heels all the way down, nice and easy. Good. Inhale. Exhale to round. Press back, hips to heels, empty. Pause, empty for just a moment. And then when you feel the urge to inhale, then you lift up. Chin lifts at the last bit. Exhale, go back down. We'll do that one more time through. Inhale. Exhale to round. Sink it back. Good. Use your inhale to stand up on your shins. Lift the gaze as you lift the arms. Exhale, hinge back. Good. Pause, empty, let yourself settle. And then use your next inhale to come up into your cow pose again, arching the back, but this time take Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Tailbone high, arching the back, so the tailbone is the highest point in this posture. Then you can start to pedal, ease into the backs of the legs, pressing into the arms, eyes of the elbows forward, ground with the inner edges of the hands, the thumbs, the index. Keep the back of the neck long. Turn the eyes of the elbows forward. And if you start to lose it, if you're thinking about the legs and you go mushy in the arms, then bring it back into the arms. If you need to be a little mushier everywhere, not really mushy, maybe a little less relaxed or less engaged, a little softer. Soften your elbows, soften your knees. If you did something really hard yesterday, or your body's sore, or your whatever you brought with you to your mat this morning, your down dog is going to be different because of that. Different than it was maybe 3 weeks ago or yesterday. Look at your feet. Pull your navel up toward the spine. Walk your hands back to your toes. Ragdoll at the back of your mat. Grab opposite elbows. Let the head be very heavy. Press down into the heels. Lock up the abdominals. Feel the length in the low back. Soften the toes. Notice what's gripping. Soften it up. Now release the elbows, bring the hands to the shins. Inhale, stretch the spine forward, lift halfway. Exhale, soften and fold back in. Bend the knees, press into the feet, circle the arms on your inhale, stand up, reach up, open. As you exhale, all the way back down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Use the breath to initiate the movement, and then your exhale back into your fold. Use your inhale to stand up, press the feet, reach the arms, pause at the top, look at the hands. As you exhale, all the way back down. We'll do this twice more. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, soften and fold. Inhale, stand up, press the feet, reach the arms, pausing at the top, hold the breath in. As you breathe out, all the way back down. Pause with the breath out, look up toward the navel. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up, reach. As you exhale, all the way back down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, walk back out into plank pose. So lengthen out your plank so the heels can be over the center of the balls of the feet. The hands are under the shoulders. Just like you did in down dog, turn the eyes of the elbows forward. Shoulders out of the ears. Lift the hips enough so you're not sagging in the low back, but don't lift the hips so much that you don't feel this in the core. If this is too difficult, put the knees on the floor. Your practice will always meet you where you are. You just need to be honest about where that place is. Take one more inhale and plank. As you exhale, put the knees down, and then chin and chest to the floor first. Now inhale, let the hips fall, Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Slide the hands back, lift the chest. Squeeze the elbows in, press the tops of the feet down, spread the little toes. Keep hugging the elbows in. Feel the back muscles more. Tuck the chin, Jalandhara Bandha. So you have the pelvic floor pulling up and in, the navel to the spine to protect the back, and Jalandhara, chin in, so the back of the neck is longer. Take one more inhale in Bhujangasana. As you exhale, lower down. Inhale, press back to Balasana, child's pose. Stay here for your exhale. Use your next breath in to press up onto fours, arching the back with that inhale into your cow pose. And then use your exhale to take Adho Mukha Svanasana. Dig in with the toes and lift the hips. Good. Now from here, lift the right leg on inhale, open, bend, and stack. So as you bend and stack, notice your left shoulder wants to dip. Keep the left shoulder, the armpits are level. So the left shoulder is up. Good. Press firmly with the hands, especially the inside edges, and keep lifting that right knee. Sink your left heel. Take an inhale to straighten your right leg. As you exhale, bring the right foot next to the right thumb. Long runner's lunge. Lift your left heel. Take a few breaths here to let that right hip drop. Just notice what you've got in that right hip. And depending on what activities have been, you're either tight in your hips or a little looser. Now, twist here. So left hand down, right arm up. Stack the shoulders. As you inhale, reach the right arm over your ear toward the front of the mat. And then as you exhale, right arm open and back. So twisting, like moving the right shoulder away from the right knee. Inhale, right arm over the ear. Exhale, reach it up and then lean back a little bit. Good. Do that one more time. Forward on a breath in. And then lean back, open the chest as you breathe out. Reach your right arm straight to the ceiling on an inhale. Step your right foot back to side plank as you exhale. Maybe it's early for side plank. If that's the case, then take the modified version with the right foot either in front of or behind that left leg. This is the ish part. Take one more inhale, lift your left hip. As you exhale, forward facing plank. Take an inhale in plank. As you exhale, knees and then chin and chest all the way to the floor. Use your inhale to lift into a baby cobra. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, press back to Balasana, child's pose. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, press to fours, arching the back as you breathe in. As you exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left leg on the breath in, lift it high. Open, bend, and stack. Mindful of the shoulders, keep the armpits level, press evenly with the hands, relax the neck. Good, nice. Sink your right heel, lift your left knee a smidge higher. And on an inhale, you'll straighten your left leg. On an exhale, you'll bring it all the way up next to your left thumb. Take a couple breaths here to let that left hip sink. Notice. You can lengthen out your right leg, move it back so your heel can be over the center of the ball of the foot. Breathe here. Right hand to the floor, left arm to the sky. Open your twist on your inhale, turning your chest. And then we'll flow this, arm forward on a breath in, and then reach up and back as you breathe out to open the chest. Good. Inhale, forward. Exhale, open back. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out. Now straighten your left arm to the sky, roll onto the outside of your right foot. Think about Vashisthasana on this side. If a modified version makes more sense, good, do that. Take one more inhale, lift your right hip. Flip it to plank. Pause in plank, strong. And then as you breathe out, put the knees down, chin and chest to the floor. Hips come down last. Let the hips drop and then inhale to your back bend. Stay here for a couple more breaths. Hug the elbows in. Press all 10 toenails down. Soften your glutes. Think about the hamstring glute attachments being active. Good. Take one more breath in. Lower down as you breathe out. Use your inhale to come back to child's pose. Stay for your exhale. Get heavy as you empty. Inhale back to fours to arch your back. And then as you exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good, that's it. From your downward facing dog, lift your heels as you inhale. As you exhale, bend your knees, look at your hands, walk to the top of your mat. Take a forward fold once you get there. On your inhale, offer the chest forward. On your exhale, fold back in. Inhale, stand up, press the feet, circle the arms. On your breath, rise up. And then as you breathe out, all the way down to forward fold. Surya Namaskara C. Use your inhale to lengthen the chest. Use your exhale to plant the hands, put your right foot back, your right knee to the floor. Left knee is on top of the left ankle. Good. Arms by the ears. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward. Right toes can tuck to stretch that right foot, or you can point the right toes if that feels a little better, a little more stable. Good. Press the hips forward. Keep the left knee over the left ankle. Take one more breath here. As you breathe out, frame your front foot. Chaturanga is your exhale. If you want to do knees and then chin and chest to the floor like we were practicing, of course, take that option. Inhale can be cobra or up dog. Your exhale is downward facing dog. Good. On your inhale, lift your right leg high. As you exhale, open, bend, and stack. Inhale, square it off, straighten out. As you exhale, bring it all the way up and through. Now set your left knee down, come into your low lunge warrior on the other side. Arms by the ears, lift the chest, lift out of the low back. So you're not compressing into the low back. Use those fingers to reach up. Make the spine longer. Good. Right hip can move back, left hip can move forward. Press with your right heel, take one more breath in. As you breathe out, frame your right foot, pick up your back knee. Take an inhale here in your lunge. As you exhale, step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift on an inhale, fold on an exhale. Inhale, stand up, open and reach. As you exhale, forward fold, all the way down you go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back with your left foot, left knee down. Right back where you came, just one breath. Use your inhale to rise. Use your exhale to flow. Frame your right foot, step it back. You can go knees, chin, and chest, or you can take chaturanga, one piece, Urdhva Mukha or Bhujangasana. Adho Mukha, lift your hips. Left leg on an inhale, lift it up. Open, bend, and stack. Next breath in, straighten. As you breathe out, left foot, left thumb, right knee to the floor. Use your inhale to reach your arms by your ears. Be precise. And then use your exhale to frame your front foot. Pick up your back knee. Give yourself a breath in your long lunge. Look forward. And then step to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up, open and reach. All the way up. As you exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, right foot back, right knee down. Use your inhale to rise. Low lunge warrior. If you want a little more juice, you can always pop up onto the back toes. Lift your back knee. Take one more breath in. And then use your breath out to frame your foot. Step back and lower. Knees or not, one piece. Inhale, Urdhva, open the chest. Exhale, Adho, hips high. Right leg on a breath in, lift it up. As you breathe out, open, bend, and stack. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, bring it all the way up and through. Right foot, right thumb. Put your left knee down. Use your inhale to rise. Exhale to square. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, frame your right foot. Pick up your back knee and step to the top. Your next inhale, offer your chest. Your exhale, you fold. Inhale, stand up, open, reach. We go through that one more time. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. No, just kidding. Put your left foot back, left knee down. Inhale, low lunge warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Frame the foot, step it back. One piece or knees. Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, Adho. Left leg, lift it up. Open, bend, and stack. Inhale, square. Exhale, step it forward. Right knee down. Use your inhale to reach the arms up. Use your exhale to frame your left foot. Pick up your back knee all the way up to the top. Same exhale. Your next inhale is a half lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, stand up, open and reach. As you exhale, hands to the heart. Pause here and breathe. Feel your breath after that movement. Feel your energy. Feel what's starting to shift, where you're starting to create some space. And then we'll bring the feet together, take chair pose on an inhale. Exhale, sink a little heavier into the heels, into the hips. Hands can come to the heart to modify, or arms reach up. Stay with the breath. Good. Your two eyes find one spot to softly focus. Keep your eyes still. That's a discipline here. Your eyes darting all around is indicative that your mind may be doing the same thing. So if you're feeling chaotic, even if you're not, focus your gaze. Breath, bandhas, you've got that, pelvic floor, navel, throat. And then your drishti, your gaze. Those are the three pillars of our practice. We need those three pieces to make this yoga. Without these three pieces, we're just going through the motions. It's calisthenics, really. So you stay here in your chair pose, and you listen and pay attention. Your body will tell you, wait for that sinking, that knowing. We have to be still, and we have to allow it to get out of our own way. Whatever we're carrying, we set it aside and we show up on our mat, and then we give ourselves that opportunity. Take one more inhale in Utkatasana. As you exhale, forward fold over straight legs. Inhale to a half flat back. As you exhale, plant the hands, step or jump through your vinyasa. If it's too much and you just aren't feeling it today, you can hang out in down dog. You can hang out in plank. Child's pose is always one pose away. Sometimes the hardest pose to take is child's pose, setting your ego aside and admitting that you need to rest. Now, right leg lifts on an inhale, but not open bend and stack. Keep your right leg straight, so let this right hip drop in a little bit. Sink your left heel, and then level out the hips. So feel the tailbone a little more even, your hands pressing in, especially those inside edges, gazing toward your left hip. Take one more inhale with the right leg lifted. As you breathe out, step it all the way up by your right thumb for Warrior One. Ground your left heel, but before you come up into Warrior One, the same thing you did in that lunge, let your hips settle, and then check out your heels. Your right foot is moved over a little bit, but you want your left heel in the same line. And then you can stop your hands at the hips to pull that right hip back, left hip forward. Arms reach up first. Good. So feel your Warrior One. Feel your feet, your hips, tips of your fingers. Now straighten your right leg as you inhale. And then as you exhale, fold halfway over your right leg. Keep your arms out to the sides. Good. Now remember in the beginning when we were breathing into the heart space, keep doing that. Almost like you have a cloud in your chest, underneath your elbows, giving you some buoyancy, some lift. And then as you exhale, you ground into the feet, press into the heels. Inhale, feel light, feel lifted, open through the chest, through the arms. Exhale, press into the feet. 3 more breaths here. All the way in, all the way out. Breathe in, breathe out. Last breath in. Back to Warrior One as you breathe out. Bend your right knee, press into the feet, reach the arms. Stay here for an inhale. As you exhale, Warrior Two, open wide. So now you're going to change the feet. Your right heel will intersect your left arch. Your left toes can move toward the top left corner. So you can really grip with the outer edge of that left foot. Make your arms long, line them up. Check out your left arm. Make sure it's even with your right. As high, gaze over your right hand. Tuck your front ribs down. Stay with the breath. Good. Now from here, straighten your right leg. Reach over your right hip. Triangle. You can hang on to your right leg or you can float those right fingers. Reach your left arm up. Good. Tailbone toward your left heel. Long through that right side of the waist, so don't collapse on that right side. Keep reaching, crown of the head away from the tailbone. So both sides get some length. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, come back to Warrior Two. Good. Take an inhale in warrior two, get long through both arms. As you breathe out, cartwheel down to frame your front foot. Give yourself an inhale in your low lunge. Stay there. Low lunge, left heel is over the center of the foot. Good, now put your left hand down, flatten it. Right arm to the sky, just like you did in the beginning. Reach your right arm over as you inhale. As you exhale, open the chest, reach it back. Right arm to the sky, inhale. Bajrasthasana, exhale, right foot back, side plank. Take a modified version, or if you're feeling it, crank that right leg up to the ceiling, maybe hook your first right toe. Take one more breath in. Nice. As you breathe out, flip it to plank. Gather yourself in plank. Take an inhale and then lower like you mean it with intention. You don't have to lower. If you get there and you're like, nope, can't lower, then you lift back to down dog. You take child's pose, you take a minute. This is practice, and it's for you. Nobody else. Left leg on an inhale, lift it up. Now extend through the heel, but drop that left hip in, level out the tailbone, press evenly through the hands. Back of the neck is long, tailbone is even. Last breath in. As you breathe out, bring the knee into the chest, look at the left thumb, step the left foot down, ground your right heel. Vera 1 is where you start, stand up tall. Line up your feet, I forgot that part if you want. Left heel, right heel, same line, even though your left foot moves over, so it may feel a little wonky. If you've got one of those life form mats, you're all set. You've got a line right down the middle. Now inhale. As you exhale, straighten your left leg, and then fold over halfway. Keep your arms out, and then think about that air in the heart space that belongs there. That's the element in chakra 4, air. The color green. So maybe imagining that green wheel of energy balanced even inside of your rib cage, extending through your fingers, unconditional love. As you're exhaling, you're pressing into the feet. Good. 3 more breaths. On the inhale, light lifted. On the exhale, grounding. After that 3rd breath, your inhale will bend your left knee, bring you back into your warrior 1. Stay for your exhale. And then open to 2. You might need to move the foot over. You may need to lengthen your stance. Heel intersects arch here. Right toes toward the top right corner. And then drop into your hips until you feel like it's enough. When you feel it, that means it's working. Move that left knee back, open. Press into your right heel. Shoulders on hips. Front ribs tuck in. Stay with the breath. Engage your arms. Use an inhale to straighten your left leg. Use an exhale for Trikonasana. Drop over the left side body. You can hang on, you can hover in T-top perhaps, right arm reaching up. Think about your tail reaching toward your right heel. Open the chest, the front of the heart, the back of the heart. Breathe that air in, and then ground as you breathe out. Avoid the urge to lock the knees, keep them a little bit bent, not mushy, just a little bent. And now inhale to press into your left heel, back to Vera 2. Sink in, take a breath in, reach long. As you breathe out, frame your front foot. Step it back to plank. Nope, don't step it back to plank. Right hand down, left arm up, take your twist. And then your inhale, the left arm over the ear. As you exhale, reach the left arm back. Take an inhale, left arm straight to the sky. As you exhale, put your left foot on top of the right foot for full pose. If you want a modified version of side plank, take that. If none of that sounds interesting, then just take your vinyasa and we'll meet back up and down dog. On an exhale, you'll flip to plank and lower with control. Inhale to your Urdhva or your Bhujangasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. All right. Now, from your down dog, lift your heels as you breathe in. Bend your knees, look at your thumbs if you want to float to handstand, or you just step up to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, come back into chair pose. It was like a really long Surya B. And then exhale to stand tall. Come back to mountain and notice. Do a little assessment just like you did after your sun sees. Notice how your body's receiving your work. And then you'll stand on the right leg and wrap your left for eagle legs only. So wrap them up nice and tight. If you need your left foot on the floor, toes outside of your right foot to help you balance, do that. Otherwise, you squeeze those thighs like crazy. And then hands at the heart. Take an inhale. As you exhale, right elbow, left thigh. Yep, so twisting your eagle. Now lift your left elbow. As you inhale, lift your chest to your thumbs. As you exhale, maybe move that left elbow back. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath in. All the way out. Untwist. Hands at the heart. Bring that left leg off. Knee into the chest. Grab a hold. Give it a squeeze. Put it into tree pose. Good. Now press back with your right leg as much as your left foot presses in. So you have an isometric thing happening at center, and then you get taller from center. Arms can reach up. Good. Good. Now another twist. You're going to take your right arm forward, your left arm back. Twist over your, I guess it would be a tree branch. But don't compensate with the hips. Keep the hips forward as you twist your shoulders. Good. Now an inhale to come back to center. As you exhale, bring the hands into the heart, pause, bring that left foot off, flex it in front of you, left foot, and then press it back to Vira 3. Good. Turn your left knee and your toes down. If you want the hands at the heart, great. If you want to float the arms, bringing space into the heart again, great. Or you can put the hands on the floor. That's an option too. Sometimes easier to float than to put your hands down. You can't really cheat your alignment when you have your hands down. Your right hip lifts, your left hip drops. You get longer from that left side. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, left foot next to the right foot. Inhale, half lift, offer the chest forward. Exhale, soften and fold in. Bend the knees, stand up, open and reach. As you exhale, bring the hands into the heart, pause. Stand on your left leg, wrap your right leg on top for eagle. Once, maybe twice. Squeeze the thighs like you mean it. Maybe those right toes rest. And then you're going to take your left elbow to your right thigh. Line up the forearms. Inhale, chest to thumbs. Exhale, right elbow, right shoulder back. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now inhale, untwist, hands at the heart. Pick that right knee up. Give it a squeeze. Stand up nice and tall. Keep that tight. Put your right foot into tree. So even your right toes on the floor, heel to ankle, would be a modified tree. Right knee is moving back. Arms are reaching up. Front ribs tucked down. Find your breath. Take an inhale to get taller. And then take your twist as you exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Keep that right hip open, right shoulder back. Good. Back to center, hands at the heart. Bring that right foot off, right foot flexes in front of you, flex it. Take an inhale, and then like you're moving through molasses, move back. It's a lot of molasses. Right toes, right knee down, get longer from the crown of the head. Remember, use your hands to help you here. Think about getting longer from the crown through that right heel. Nice. You're breathing, standing on one leg. Don't take that for granted. Someday you might not be able to do this. Take one more inhale. Exhale, put the right foot down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Now, from your forward fold, move the feet apart to the mat's edge. Heels in, toes out. Malasana. Good. Inner knees to outer knees, hands into the heart, and then take a couple snugs with the right shoulder in front of that right knee, left shoulder in front of the left knee to get you a little deeper into that squat, and then move the heart toward the hands. Tailbone is heavy, crown is lifting. Good. Good. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, put the hands down. Knees to triceps for crow. If you want to crow, great. If you'd rather not, you can stay in squat. If it's time to do something different, intermission style, then do something different. But we're going to crow pose for a few breaths. Good. Nice job. Good. And then just coming back down. You can shoot it back if you want. You can just come back to your squat. Take an inhale and squat. As you exhale, forward fold all the way down over straight legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands back to downward facing dog. Good. From your downward facing dog, lift your right leg on an inhale. Now open, bend, and stack. Inhale, straighten it out. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Squeeze the right side body. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, open, bend, and stack. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, left elbow, cross, twist. Inhale, lift it back. Exhale, open, bend, and stack. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to the nose, round, knee to nose, nose to knee. Hold here, hold, hold, hold. And then put your right knee on the floor. Right next to your right wrist, pigeon. Let your left knee drop, scoot your left toes, your left knee back. Give yourself a breath or two here. Now before you lower, put your hands, one hand on either side of the hips. And then lift your chest. Belly button goes forward and up. And now you're anchoring with this left leg. You can think about your left quad pressing down. Keep moving the belly in and up. Good. Good. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, lower yourself over your right shin for full prostration, arms long in front of you. And then lengthen your left leg. Get as long as you can. Really stretch. And then maybe that left hip gets a little heavier. Your right hip can pull back. Just a little kind of scissor to give you more intensity here. Slow down the breath. Pay attention to the back of the heart here as you breathe in. Feel that light, lifted quality, space. And then you're heavier through the bottom of the body, through the legs, the hips, even the top of that left foot. Now we're going to twist this pigeon. So come up onto your forearms. Your left forearm is going to move parallel with the top edge of your mat, and then your right hand to your left leg. Press that leg away and then move your chest back. Good. Right leg, sorry. Right hand, right leg. Left forearm kicked across. Now you're still anchoring with that left hip. Take one more breath in. Clear it all out. And now turn your chest back to center. Hands under the shoulders. Curl your left toes under. Pick up your left knee. Schlep that right leg out. You can open, bend, and stack. Shake it out. And then set it down. Left leg. Inhale. Inhale it up. As you exhale, open, bend, and stack. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Squeeze. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, open, bend, and stack. Inhale, lift it up. Straighten out, And then as you exhale, cross over to the right side. Hold. One more time. Inhale. Exhale to open, bend, and stack. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, knee to nose to knee. Hold, hold, hold. And then let your left knee fall on the floor. Good. Upright, so swan for a few. Just to let your hips drop. Let gravity take the bottom of your body, and then think about your belly button going forward and up. Stretching the hips a bit. Press that right hip down. Yeah. And then when it's time, you'll know when it's time to rest. Fold over your left leg. Full extension with your arms. And then get a little longer with your right side too. Think about that right hip crease moving down. Maybe it doesn't go as far as the left did, but no pushing, no forcing, just noticing. Comparing side to side. Longer breath. Notice that pause at the top of the inhale, bottom of the exhale. We're going to twist this pigeon. Hands under the shoulders. Your right forearm is going to kick parallel. Now you'll get a better vantage on this side. Left hand, left thigh. Press that left thigh away as you lift your chest and turn. Good. Good. Right hip holding you steady. And then when you feel like you've gotten enough out of your twist, left hand will go under the left shoulder, right hand under the right shoulder, press into your hands, tuck your right toes, pick up your right knee, left that left leg out. Shake it off. Good. And now from here, right leg on an inhale, lift it high. As you breathe out, bring the knee to the nose to the knee, round. And then step the right foot next to the right thumb, put your left knee on the floor. Go back into that low lunge we started in. Arms by the ears. Good. Now we're going to take this into a quad stretch. So put your right hand on your right thigh, and if you want, if you have sensitive knees, you can roll your sticky mat over and then you kneel on this side too, so you double your mat up. You're going to reach back with your left hand and take your left ankle. Yeah. And then think about your heel coming toward your hip, your chest lifting up. Maybe you lift that right arm and reach through the right fingers. Good. Keep breathing. If you wobble, you fall out, you get back in, you do your best. If you need to strap this left foot, extension cord, a necktie, whatever you've got to hook and hold. Take one more breath in. And then without snapping, let that left leg fall down to the mat. Frame your front foot. Move your foot to the center of your mat. Take an inhale. As you exhale, pull that right leg straight, Ardha Hanumanasana. If full splits is in your repertoire, especially since we've been working on Ardha quite a bit, maybe those hamstrings are opening and you can move toward a full split. And just notice, if you inch, you inch. Right hip back, left hip forward. Chest is lifting, ultimately. Yeah, nice job. Use your inhale to lift the chest, to fill up. Use your exhales to let your groin be heavier. Maybe 3 more breaths here. When you're ready, you'll start with your right heel, scooch that back, your left knee forward, kind of jockeying yourself back into your low lunge. And then step back into tabletop, hands and knees. Inhale, arch into cow pose. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Left leg on an inhale, lift it up. As you exhale, knee to nose to knee, round, tight, tight, tight. And then step it next to your left thumb. Put your right knee on the floor. Inhale to circle your arms up. Find your low lunge. If you need to pad that right knee, put a blanket or a pillow over the edge of your sticky mat to make it double. And then when you're ready, your left hand will come to your left leg to hold you. Right leg lifts up. Good. And then left hip back, right hip forward. You can move that left foot over to help you balance. Nice job, Eric. And then left arm reaches. Right heel moves in, chest lifts up. Good. When you're ready, you'll take a final inhale, and then you'll use your exhale to release that right leg. Bring your front foot, move your foot to the center, and then straighten your left leg, Ardha or full, Hanumanasana. Left heel forward, scoot your right knee back, and then think about lifting your chest, stretching the right hamstrings. Good. Take 3 more here. Each exhale, let your hips get heavier. Soften those left hamstrings. Relax the right quads, especially if you're moving toward the full. When you're ready to come out, right knee forward, left heel back, back into that low lunge. And then into your tabletop. From your tabletop, you can take knees or you can take plank. Once you decide, breathe in. And then use your breath out to lower slowly all the way down. Good. Arms down by the sides. Take an interlace behind the back. Pull the knuckles to the heels. Keep the heels together. And lift the chest. Ardha Shalabhasana. Keep the chin in. Shoulders externally rotating to open the chest. Straighten the elbows for a little more juice. Take 1 more breath in. And then breathe out. Put your right cheek on the back of your right hand. Bend your knees and wiper your ankles side to side. Massage the quads and free up the low back. And then we'll do that again. Long legs. Catch the clasp if you want, or you can free up the hands and just have arms by your sides. Palms face down if that's the case. Use your inhale to lift your chest. And then use your exhale to lift your legs. Now inhale, get longer. Good. Core is squeezing, glutes are soft. Hamstring attachments active. Backs of the hands up more. Maybe everything lifts a little higher. Take 1 more breath in. As you breathe out, left cheek, left hand. Wiper the ankles 1 more time. And then for our third back bend, we're going to take Cobra pose, but it's going to be a little higher version if you want it. If you want the baby Cobra, then stay with baby Cobra. Hands go back by the low ribs, maybe just a little bit of front in front of the low ribs. And lift up, maybe a little more straighter in the elbows. Good. Stay in the legs. So Cobra can pinch the low back if you're not active in the legs, pressing that tailbone down and the inner thighs up. Stay active in the feet. Good. Good. Take 1 more breath in. As you breathe out, lower the forehead, and then use your inhale to come back to child's pose, extended version with the legs very wide, knees very wide, so the belly can be soft between the thigh bones. And then your arms can reach. They can be actively reaching, or you can just extend them. Good. Now notice this child's pose in contrast to the first one you started with. Check into all of those places. Notice where you felt tension in the beginning, where it may not be so much now. Maybe your perspective is different. Maybe not quite yet. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, put your knees or hands in front of the knees. Stand up or sit up on your shins. So sit up out of your child's pose. Swing your legs around. We're going to come all the way onto the back for Salabha Sarvangasana, shoulder stand. So if you want your hair down so you can balance, or you can rest on the back of your head, letting your neck be a little safer. So all the way down onto your mat. And then you're going to bring the knees into the chest once you're down. Arms are down by your sides first. And then extend the legs to the ceiling. Stop it with burrito for a second, yeah. Now if this is your version today, if shoulder stand is, if you've got neck stuff or shoulder stuff, and you're not going to take shoulder stand if it's contraindicated, you're going to do this instead. If you want shoulder stand, bend your knees and lift your hips. Press into your arms, and then your hands come to the low back right away to support. If plow pose makes more sense for you, keep the chin over the chest and keep some space behind the neck and between the shoulders. Those are your points of safety, keeping those spaces floating. The outer upper arms press, elbows draw together, hands can come to the shoulder blades to give you a little more lift, a little more support. And then think about the heels reaching to the ceiling. Let the chest fade away from the chin. Nice job. And the heels need to go toward, away from your face, so the bottom of your mat, until you feel the core start to catch. That's the work here. Keep pressing into the outer upper arms. And now plow, or something that resembles plow, let the legs drop behind the head, or maybe the knees come to the forehead, stretching the hamstrings. Keep supporting the back with the arms, or you don't have to. If you want to take the edges of your sticky mat or take an interlace, keep the shoulders pressing down. Keep the thigh bones moving away from the face. Good. And then you come out of shoulder stand via plow pose. So you can bend the elbows and bring the hands to the back to support the back. Your arms are like brakes here. You come down one vertebra at a time, very easefully, purposefully. Good. And then take the outsteps of the feet for Ananda Balasana, happy baby. You can rock and roll on the back, move a little bit side to side intuitively. If there's something else you need to get in your body before you rest, take what you need. We'll take a quick twist. Not quick, but not really long either, so a medium twist. Put your feet down on the edges of your mat, wide apart. Bring your arms to a T. Drop your knees to the right. And then put your right ankle on the outer strip of left thigh. And you can kind of scrub this left thigh forward and down to give you a little more stretch through the hip flexor. Keep your left shoulder heavy. You can turn your chin to the left.
We would be in New Mexico right now. Ancient Mexico.
So this one. 3 more breaths.
Just remember that. Right now.
After that third breath, allow yourself to empty it all out. Put the right foot on the mat. Bring the knees up and over to the left. And then once you drop into the left, put the left foot on the outside of the right thigh. And then you can use that for kind of a tractioning device, if you will. Turn your chin to the right, soften your right shoulder. Be heavy, breathe. Still aware of the air-like quality in the heart space, but it extends through the arms. When in doubt, balance your heart. Open it up and balance it. It's the bridge. It gets blocked often. It links the bottom chakras to the upper chakras. So lots of stuff gets caught there. Use this practice. Use the breath to move things through. Take 3 more breaths, purposeful, aware breaths. And then when after that 3rd breath, let yourself finish. Left foot on the floor, and then you can side to side with the knees if you feel like you need that, or anything else that you feel like you need. Shavasana is what we will finish with here. So ultimately, you'll set yourself up in corpse pose, flat on your back, or you can always finish your practice in seated meditation. Just allow some stillness for the energetic effects of the postures that you took to take effect. That's what this resting piece is all about. You've moved, maybe you've sweat a little bit, and now you can rest. Palms face up if you're on your back, legs are relaxed. And maybe you think about the mantra, so hum, I am that. And that has a capital T, all of that, everything in the universe connected. That's what we are, all of us. So on the inhale, hum on the exhale. If that resonates, if not, do something else. Start to remember your breath. Use a bigger inhale to bring you back from any place you may have drifted to. And start to move the hands, the feet, turn the chin. And then a long stretch to open everything up as you breathe in, reach long, and as you breathe out, hug the knees in. And then determine which side of the nose feels more open. And then roll to that side. Once you're in a side lying position, think about what you're grateful for. And then bring that gratitude back to your seated posture, hands at the heart. We seal our practice in Anjali Mudra, chin to the chest, maybe the eyes closed. Gratitude for the time, the practice, the ancient wisdom, and all of the things that keep us connected. Namaste. Thanks, guys. I'm going to be back on Wednesday, most likely. Not really going to guarantee anything. So maybe, maybe not. Let's have to stay tuned. Bye, thanks. Bye, YouTube. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.